Hello everyone and welcome to another segment of FF Insider. I'm Sam and I'm joined today by John, and we're going to be talking a little bit about our 919 Futurist Day that we just hosted. John, would you like to give a little introduction for yourself?
Yes, thanks Sam. It's great to be here. I appreciate it. I'm John Schilling. I am the Director of Public Relations and Communications here at Faraday Future. I've been here a little over 3 years and really excited to talk a little bit about 919 and what we accomplished and the goals for the event and some of the activities we did. So I really appreciate you having me here today and looking forward to our conversation.
Of course. 919 was a really big event that we had, and actually it was a couple of weeks ago, but it feels like it was just yesterday.
I know.
It was so much fun.
I know. Yeah, it's probably one of the biggest events we've held in the last couple of years, and it is an annual event, but I think of all the ones I've seen, all the 919 days I've seen, this is probably definitely the biggest one.
Yeah.
We had the most engagement from the community, from our employees, from influencers, and just a whole host of VIPs that we invited as well. So it was great to see everybody come out for the day, and just a huge success, I think, because we had so many people, so many cars, and that showed up as well.
Yeah,
so.
I heard like 300 cars in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Supercars, upgraded modified cars, stock cars, like everything that you could think of.
Yeah, it was great to see. I agree. I think it was over 300 cars. It filled up our parking lot. But I saw a lot of my favorite cars, the Ford GT, which happens to be one of my favorite. A lot of electric vehicles, like you said, electric bikes, I think, showed up. A lot of exotic, Lamborghinis showed up. Great turnout. Great to see all those enthusiasts come to our headquarters, probably a lot of them for the first time, and kind of see what we're all about and see the energy that this company has. That was really a big takeaway for me, is really to have all these new people come through our organization and really see what this company is about and what we stand for, and the future that EVs truly hold in our marketplace. So it was great.
Well, we had some speeches from YT and Carson, and I think we can get into that a little bit later, but what was really cool was to see EV enthusiasts as a whole come and support this event and participate, and hear from Carson, hear from YT, hear from the brand as a whole. And it wasn't just anybody who was interested in FF, but I think there were something like 20 Teslas that filled the lot.
Yeah.
And they came just to get information and learn more about the future of EV, because even though Teslas are definitely dominating the market in EV right now, there's a lot more to be learned, and I think a lot more space to be shared.
Yeah, I agree. And I think one of the things that Carson mentioned in his speech up on the stage was that although what you saw, the landscape of the parking lot that day was mostly internal combustion engine cars, right? ICE vehicles, the future truly is electric vehicles. And it was good to see that segmentation of EVs show up, and to show support for, obviously, us, for Faraday Future, who will be a EV manufacturer. That's what we're going to produce. Truly just the next generation, the future of electric vehicles. That's what we're all about. So it was great to see that kind of dichotomy in the crowd that day. So
getting a little bit into the next generation, we actually had some kids activities as well. Not to mention, we partnered with Futurist Group to have the FF toy drive and give back to this next generation of consumers, right?
Yeah, I think that was a really cool aspect of the event, and kudos to the organizers here at FF who put that together. That partnership with the Futurist Group and Sean Lee, who came out with a lot of his fans who showed up. But I tell you what, the thing that really stands out from that day, other than the exotic cars, was the toys that people brought, right? People brought toys, donated toys during this event to support the Southern California kids who are in need. It was boxes. I think there were 6 or 7, just huge crates of toys that are being donated to Southern California families in need. And that part was really, I think, a special moment of the event. So it was great to see, and I really appreciate everybody who showed up and brought toys that day. So they'll go to very well-deserving children in Southern California.
Definitely. It was a great way to give back, especially because I think the community that we have here in Southern California is special. It's very unique because it's not very Silicon Valley, but also at the same time, we have all of these tech leaders and like really good talent in Southern California. So finding ways to give back to the community is so important.
Right. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we are a Southern California company, and we are part of the community. And part of this event, obviously, it was a community-based event, right? It was about co-creation. We brought folks here to learn about us, to get their feedback on our company. So it's really all about the community and what it means to us to be here in Southern California. So I think the partnership we did with the Futurist group really set the tone for who we are in this community, and it was, like I said, a great turnout.
We also had activities for kids,
right,
where they could build their own Pinewood Derby car and race it down the track. Did you get to do that?
I did not get to do that, unfortunately, but I'm a big fan. I was a Boy Scout when I was a kid, so I did that, but unfortunately I didn't get a chance to build a car and put it down there. So I think the ramp's actually still out there, so I think we should allow employees to go back and maybe have employee races out there.
That would be pretty good. That would be pretty good. What do you think was your favorite part of the event as a whole?
My favorite part, I think it was just seeing the excitement in the crowd. I mean, I don't think there was really one thing that stood out. I think it was just the culmination of all the different things that we put together that day, right? And there were so many. There was the activities, the food, the kids' activities, like you said, the cars, the co-creation event that we did. You know, we brought in a lot of people, a lot of VIPs and future users to come in and give us feedback on the car. I mean, that at the end of the day is what co-creation is all about. So just seeing that feedback, I think, really was a big component of the day. And to me, it was great to see what people thought of our car and what it meant to them versus the competitors we had here, right? We had a Rolls-Royce Cullinan that day, we had a Lamborghini Urus, and a Mercedes-Benz Maybach, so we had those three cars. And so all these users and VIPs all got to see those products next to ours, and to see their feedback, you know, it was great. I mean, they ranked our car a lot higher than some of these very established luxury performance brands that have been around for years. So to see the new player in the market, us, with our FF91 compared to these established products, and to get ranked higher than them was really great to see. But I guess want to make sure everybody knows that, you know, part of this event, like I said earlier, was co-creation, right? And I don't know if a lot of people know what that means, but it's basically a collaborative, you know, innovation. It's our way to get feedback from consumers and our users and the community about what they think of our product and the things that we can improve, right? It's how we improve our product at the end of the day. So getting that feedback was a great part of that day.
I think it's so valuable to receive that from users, real people who are using the vehicles, have maybe never experienced luxury vehicle before, but also the ones that can compare us and tell us what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong. So valuable.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there's obviously always room for improvement on any product, on any technology in the marketplace. I'm not talking just cars, but on any product. So listening to your user group, you know, is very important for a company to really get the true feedback. Because it's one thing for us to design a product and put it out there, but it's another thing when we get that feedback from that really collaborative, innovative feedback from our users about what they think and what they want in a product and technology that we can incorporate into the car to make it even that much better than it already is. So that was a great part of that day. We
got some updates from YT and Carson. Is there anything specifically that happened in those updates that you can share with us for those of us that missed it?
Yeah, I mean, I think real quickly, it was an opportunity to let all of these folks know, and the broader community that wasn't there, kind of get an update on the company, right? So we're doing a lot of things right now that maybe people don't know about. We're building out Hanford, the Hanford factory that we have. That is a work in progress, so they gave updates on that, where we stand. We have a lot of equipment going into the plant right now to get it ready for the production of FF91. We also announced some collaborative efforts with a couple organizations, Geely and Palantir, which we've announced before, but we gave a little bit more updates on those companies. And then we basically talked a little bit about hiring. You know, we're doing a lot of hiring right now as a company across the board. You know, pretty much the entire organization is ramping up right now to get ready for our production, which is on the horizon. But you know, a company needs to get ready. We went public in just July, which was a couple months ago. So we're doing a lot of work. We obviously didn't wait until we went public to start this work, but now that we are public, we got the funding we needed. It allows us to do a lot more to get the car ready, to get Hanford ready, and the organization ready as a whole to really put this car into the marketplace within 12 months. So that was part of the updates that both YT and Carson gave.
I'm really excited actually to talk a little bit about hiring, and I'm glad that they were able to share those updates because we are all hands on deck right now.
Yeah.
Everybody is focused and prioritized in putting this car into production. And so it's really cool to see that we're gonna get some new people in, but also that we could take a minute to spend some time with our community, even though we're so diligently working on producing FF91.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we definitely need more people. We had the core staff here. We have a great executive leadership team established, and now this, like I said, the funding allows us to bring more folks in to really help us out and move this product forward on a production side, and get ready for what's next. So, but it is exciting. It is very busy. That's good. I enjoy that. So. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next few months because we do have a lot of big milestones coming up, both internally and externally, with the car, with production, with events. You know, the LA Auto Show, CES obviously is coming up. We're getting ready for that. So some really cool, big, large-scale events that we're getting ready for to do some activities and to announce new initiatives and some new news.
So we worked with Futurist Group to do the FF Toy Drive. How was it working with a philanthropic car group like that?
Well, the Futurist Group, you know, they've been around for quite some time. John Lee is their founder, who came to our event, which was great to see him. He brought a lot of his friends, and they brought a lot of the exotic cars and that we talked about earlier. But it was great to really see the energy that Sean brought to the table. We had him up on stage and he talked a little bit about the organization and what it means. So for us to partner with them, I think was a really big push for his organization, for us to get behind him and support it, you know, with our event. So I think that collaboration was a great, you know, great thing that day, and really made it a special day and a successful day at the end of the day, because that, you know, the goal was to get the toys for children in Southern California who are in need of those toys. So I think we accomplished the goal that we needed to do, and that was the greatest I think push behind having the Futurist Group come by here. How
do you think this event was a reflection of what might happen next year?
This 919 event, I think, was probably the biggest one we've had. You know, it's an annual event, but I really think this was probably the biggest, most successful event. We accomplished a lot. We had a lot of activities. We had a lot of people involved. And I think it really does lead into next year's event to really build upon the success and make it even bigger and better. You know, that's what we should do every year. That's kind of the premise behind this event. It really is an event that allows us to showcase who we are, you know, what we do, how we're a part of the community, and I think we accomplished all those things. But I think next year, I mean, for me, I would like to see it even notched up a level, you know, and bring more news and more innovations and more about what this company's doing to move forward on the EV front and in the community. So I'm excited about what this event did this year and what the potential for it to deliver next year.
Me too, I can't wait. I'm excited. And next year I will definitely participate in the Pinewood Derby because it looks so fun.
You should, yeah. But I mean, we really lucked out. I think, you know, it was a great day. It was beautiful weather. A lot of people showed up and yeah, I think it's something that we should all take it to heart. Everybody who was there, everybody who helped organize it. A lot of people did a lot of work. So I saw it as a very successful event for Faraday Future and the bigger, larger community in general.
Well, John, thank you so much for joining us for this episode. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it anytime.
Of course. And thank you all so much for watching this segment of FF Insider. Make sure you download the FF Intelligent app available on iOS and Android, where you can interact with us and learn more about FF. We'll catch you next week on Monday on the next segment of FF Insider.